Move on.
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than...
Well, maybe they spent 98% of one specific London.
I know.
God, there's nothing left here. It feels wrong standing in the place where so many people died.
What I don't get is all the security walking around. What are they guarding an abandoned building for?
Good point. Bagley, what exactly am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Make it quick.
Clear. All's well here.
We will find you.
Area clear. Searching. All's well here. Clear. Let's move on. Search. I don't see anything yet. Keep looking.
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
I'm impressed it's transmitting anything at all in this condition. Where's the rest of it?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
Over there.
That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that Spiderbot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Read you loud and clear.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back for you?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Wait, Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? So gangsters are behind the bombings?
Nah, that was just a handoff. I mean, it still is bad, but the Kellys didn't plant the bombs. They only supplied them.
Interesting. I wonder who they were meeting. She didn't look like Clan Kelly. Does that mean she's part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you tell me who is controlling the Spiderbot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
What? The police were watching this.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
1 to transport. We can do that, right? Or, I don't know, quantum tunnel the space-time continuum?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider-bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Nice idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
I understand.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 days calling card.
There, hurry. Got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the cargo?
That's it. We're all on need to know.
So 0 Day coordinated multiple groups to commit the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction, but if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider-bot, maybe they could tell us more.
Glad I found this.
Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police may have known who the real bombers were all along and never said anything to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
If you have anything on you, you better tell me now.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Received. Responding to the situation now.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB.
No sign of the target.
As we know,
Over.
the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from the corporate offices and private...
Problem. It looks like Albion overtook the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Pretty sure that privatising the police force defeats the purpose of having police.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Responding to the call. Over.
Taking fire!
Moving to a secure position.
Going to check their last position.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Give yourself. Find cover. Fuck me. Where are you? Why are you doing this?
Pursuing the target. Over.
This one's spent. Suspect's shooting.
Control, send an ambulance to my location. Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Bagley, is that the same Spider-Bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you identify the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Okay, I'm on it.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over. All units, we are after the suspect.
I need her to run.
Negative. No visual of the suspect.
I'm going to have a look.
Control, we have a seriously injured officer. We have an injured pedestrian. Do something. Over.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point.
Where did they go?
That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This Spider-Bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
No visual of target. Ending pursuit. Over.
Hurry, fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
What's wrong with Scotland Yard? Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. The tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of men over their cops. Well, they're not going to
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? Fascinating. Let's go find out what we can.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, and Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As you know, the broadcaster has gone through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles. You see
Bagley, any way to get inside?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's quiet and out of the way. A good place to lay low.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
suspect or suspects reported near your location. Monitoring for unusual activity.
Let me out. Cheers.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted, sweeping area.
So much. That's not good.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Investigation underway.
No. I know, but... Why? Okay, but... No, sure? Okay, but...
Whoa! There's a secret bunker down there, fully stocked with police equipment.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
I wonder how their investigation led them to the Tone bombing.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Oh, Jesus. Albion was one thing, but now they're working with Clan Kelly too?
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are being kidnapped right off the streets. We have to stop this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Eyes peeled. They're here.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Well, the bright side is he's still here. But on the not-so-bright side, he's at the EPC. I haven't heard good things from there.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This... So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation,
and an enormous number of missing person cases center around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
We should find our contact. I'm afraid of what Albion might do to Angel if they discover he's DedSec.
That's odd.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
You haven't put me in the system, right? We're trying to keep this off the books.
No worries, I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
My God, this place is a travesty. And the government is okay with this? Anyone here could disappear unnoticed.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Of course, because Mary Kelly has to stick her nose in everything. The vulture.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Enough of this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, it is. No, it is. Right, I'm leaving her. No. Yes, I did.
Yeah, no, I know. Yep,
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Everybody, I'll go over there.
They're pissed off. Let us wrap it up.
Somebody's shooting. Back up. I need backup.
Bagley, tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the Thames? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the Four Corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Wow, you're right. Now shut it.
No.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Brilliant.
Deep breath.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
They implanted him with something. We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So why did they implant a microchip in Angel? Diagnostics? Biometrics?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Let's keep following. Maybe he got away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
You fuckers!
Come on, Angel, you can make it!
Yet, she's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Damn. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I knew that microchip wasn't just a tracking device.
Looks like they triggered it. I don't know what Mary Kelly's up to. But maybe Angel's still alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, Zero Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
What now, Bags?
You sound upset. Everything all right?
My neighbour got arrested for being an illegal today.
Yes, how awful. You're up.
Let's find this wanker. Drone, perform a search.